The wild dogs thought they could bully the lioness while the male lion was away, but little did they know how grim their fate would soon be. A large pack of wild dogs swarmed around the lioness, viciously targeting her weak spots. Sensing danger, another lioness rushed to her aid, and an intense life-or-death battle erupted. Thunderous with rage, the lionesses were in no mood to let the wild dogs off easily. One unlucky dog, too slow to flee, paid the price for the pack's arrogance. The lioness caught it and mercilessly bit down. Most of the pack had already scattered in terror, leaving only a few bold ones lingering, hesitantly attempting a rescue. The captured dog squirmed desperately and managed to break free, but the lioness wouldn't let such a chance slip. The chase resumed, nearly claiming another dog. Finally, overwhelmed by the pack's counterattacks, the lioness let go. The dogs hadn't anticipated such ferocity from the lioness. Thankfully for them, her bite wasn't as deadly as a male lion's. Otherwise, the casualties would have been far worse. The Komodo dragon, the largest lizard known to exist on Earth today, is a creature of awe and primal dominance. Stretching up to 3 meters in length and weighing a staggering 70 kilograms, it has ruled its isolated island domain for an astonishing 4 million years. This reptilian titan thrives where large carnivores are scarce, defying logic on a land with seemingly limited resources to sustain such a colossal predator. As a cold-blooded killer, the Komodo dragon's efficiency is unmatched. Unlike mammalian carnivores that require 10 times more food, a single meal can fuel this giant for an entire month. Yet, life here is no paradise. On this island, home to about 2,000 dragons, competition is fierce, and their greatest rivals are their own kind. At this moment, a massive male Komodo dragon prowls, not in search of prey, but a mate. Female dragons enter estrus only once a year, and in this fleeting window, they are more receptive to male advances. The path to this point seemed clear, but fate has thrown a twist. The male has wandered into another's territory. On this cramped island, territories overlap, and such encounters ignite violent clashes. In the brutal hierarchy of Komodo society, size matters. When two equally formidable rivals meet, the outcome is unpredictable. Their muscular tails lash out like sledgehammers, their jagged teeth as sharp as steak knives. With primal force, each aims to topple the other in an intense battle of dominance. Only the strongest will emerge victorious, securing not just the right to mate, but also a claim to survival in a land where both food and space are precious. In this unforgiving world, life demands nothing less than relentless struggle. Damn! This crocodile versus turtle showdown is unbelievable. You won't believe how badly the crocodile ends up. Hungry and desperate, the crocodile goes after a small turtle, thinking it'll be an easy meal. But little did the crocodile know, today was not its day. The turtle's hard shell completely foiled the attack, leaving the crocodile frustrated and empty-handed. Determined to finish the job, the crocodile drags the turtle into the water, relentlessly trying to crush it. Confident in its bite, the crocodile tries every angle to tear the turtle apart. But the turtle, spinning in confusion, fights back, jabbing at the crocodile's throat, nearly driving it mad. The crocodile, desperate to bite but unable, finally realizes the turtle is a force to be reckoned with. For the first time, it understands there's something stronger than its teeth. Defeated, the crocodile grudgingly tosses the turtle back into the water and moves on, still hungry. Oh my god! The pregnant hyena queen is on the verge of giving birth, but her life is hanging by a thread. A pack of wild dogs is relentlessly attacking her, as if they're trying to rip her belly open and devour her unborn cubs. Stripped of her strength and authority, she's been forced out of her clan. Can this fallen queen safely bring her cubs into the world? Today, as labor begins, she's overwhelmed with fear. Her enemies are everywhere, and she must find a safe place immediately. But predators don't show mercy. The wild dogs catch her scent and pounce, targeting her with vicious bites. Terrified, the hyena queen presses her body to the ground, desperately shielding her belly. The tables have turned. The queen, once known for attacking others, now faces her worst nightmare during childbirth. Outnumbered and defenseless, she flees as fast as her weakened body allows. Finally, she finds a cave, where, amidst agony, she gives birth to 3 cubs. Exhausted and defeated, the queen sheds tears, a haunting picture of despair and resilience. Oh, what a sight! A pack of scruffy dogs are happily munching away by the riverbank, savoring their meal with all the joy of hungry creatures. But then, out of nowhere, a pair of shoes, yes, shoes, sniffing the delicious smell, come waddling up from the water. And without so much as a greeting, these shoes decide they're going to crash the party and help themselves to a meal. How rude. Seriously, no invitation, no manners whatsoever. Just barging in, ready to gobble up the feast as if the dogs don't even exist. Who do these shoes think they are? But of course, the shoes are not concerned with such petty things. With their massive weight and thick iron-like protection, they strut in like they own the place, completely ignoring the pack of dogs. Just look at how shamelessly they sidle up for a bite, as if the world revolves around them. The dogs, caught off guard by this brazen behavior, can hardly believe their eyes. How dare they? They try to chase the shoes away, but nothing works. The shoes don't even flinch. They're unstoppable. The dogs are stuck, too scared to confront the shoes head-on and too weak to win in a fight. So they stay there, helplessly watching as the shoes gorge on the food. It's like a battle they didn't sign up for, yet they have to watch it unfold. Just when things seem like they might settle down, the shoes, so full of themselves, decide they want it all for themselves. They open their mouth, letting out a growl that could scare any creature away, but the dogs, seasoned and not so easily intimidated, are not moved. They know the shoes don't have enough power to back up their threats. In the end, the shoes are so stuffed they can barely move, their stomachs bloated with the meal. With only soup left, they decide it's not worth fighting over. The dogs, exhausted but content, let them leave without any further trouble. And you know what? Those shoes, they might have walked away full, but they sure left behind a trail of chaos. What a scene. What a drama. The audacity of it all. The tiger's hunt for the leopard was nothing short of ruthless. You wouldn't believe how tragically the leopard met its end. Just moments ago, a hungry leopard had chased a monkey to the treetops. Determined to catch its prey, the leopard unleashed its full power, leaping through the branches. The terrified monkey scrambled frantically, hoping to escape. But the leopard had no idea. A tiger in the distance had already locked onto it. The moment the leopard touched the ground, the tiger struck. It was unbelievable. Who knew a tiger could climb so well? The leopard barely dodged death, escaping the tiger's jaws in the nick of time. Though rarely seen climbing, the king of beasts was, in truth, a master. Hungry and relentless, the tiger didn't give up. It lay in ambush, waiting. And then, just as the leopard leapt down to flee, fate sealed its doom. In an instant, the tiger pounced, capturing its prey. The leopard had no chance. The hunt was over. The tiger carried its prize away. This is an incredible moment. An army of ants forming an aerial bridge to attack a wasp nest. Tens of thousands of ants linked together, head to tail, creating a pathway to launch their assault. You wouldn't believe how terrifying tiny ants can be when united. Individually, ants are no match for wasps due to their size difference. A lone ant, isolated from the group, is quickly defeated by a wasp. But don't think the ant is retreating. It's calling for reinforcements. Soon, the ant army charges in full force, wiping out the wasps. What started as one wasp's aggression ends in a catastrophe for the entire nest. Guided by the scent trail, the ants locate the wasp colony. With clear roles, some ants use their bodies to build bridges, while others climb over their comrades to attack the wasp nest directly. The wasps are systematically overpowered, and even their larvae are carried away by the ants. Truly, the strength of their unity is astonishing. Do you know what predators ants fear the most? Damn, I don't even know if the spicy strip wants to fish, or if the fish just craves the spicy strip. Either way, the situation now is clear. The fish has bitten the spicy strip. Anyone who's been bitten by it knows that this color of spicy strip is deadly toxic. If the fish eats it, who knows if its blood will turn cold in the water? The spicy strip is tangled tightly in the branches, and no matter how hard the fish tries, it can't pull it down. Just then, the fish's buddy leaps up from below, pulling it to safety. Seems like the buddy knew the spicy strip was poison, essentially saving its life. Wow! A tiger and a massive python locked in a deadly battle, neither willing to back down. Who will emerge victorious? The ending will completely shatter your expectations. It all started when the python dared to block the path of the jungle's king, the tiger. The battle was immediate and brutal. The tiger lunged first, biting into the python's body, but the snake swiftly retaliated, sinking its fangs deep into the tiger. Despite this, the tiger didn't hesitate and launched a more ferocious attack, but the python was far from intimidated. It aimed straight for the tiger's face, and with lightning speed the tiger struck back, landing a hard blow on the python. But don't underestimate the python. It quickly freed itself and delivered a biting counterattack. As the tiger tried to overpower it, the snake coiled tightly around the tiger's body, snapping its ribs with an unforgiving grip. In this deadly clash, the mighty tiger seemed to meet its match in the python. Nature's power is beyond belief. Wild dogs always show up right on time after a leopard catches its prey, but today, they were a bit late. What the leopard did next was completely unexpected. Staring at the juicy lamb it couldn't reach, the wild dog drooled everywhere. The leopard, noticing the wild dog below, stopped eating, wiped its mouth, and decided to confront this shameless freeloader. As the leopard approached, the wild dog pitifully flopped down, looking starved and desperate, hoping for a share. The leopard? It chose to join in on the laziness, lying down right next to the wild dog. This peaceful moment left everyone stunned, a truly rare sight.
This is hands down the most impressive rabbit I've ever seen in my life. With nothing but its nimble steps, it managed to outwit and literally exhaust 3 hunting dogs to death. You won't believe how extraordinary this wild rabbit is. This unbelievable scene unfolded in America. 2 hunting dogs were sprinting across an open field. Due to the rampant rabbit population in the area, the owner had no choice but to release his dogs to chase the wild rabbits invading his farm. But little did he know, this rabbit wasn't just any prey. It turned the hunters into fools. The moment the dogs were about to catch it, the rabbit pulled off an incredible 360-degree spin, instantly widening the gap between itself and its pursuers. Thus began the epic escape. The relentless dogs charged after it, unwilling to give up. This was a life-or-death chase. One misstep, and the rabbit would end up shredded by the jaws of the hunting dogs. Sensing the rabbit's cleverness, the 2 dogs split up to corner it. For a moment, it seemed like they had the upper hand. But in a flash, the rabbit executed a flawless drift, leaving them behind once more. After some time, the rabbit, now fully aware of the dog's limitations, began playing mind games, running circles around them. No matter how hard the dogs tried, they were no match for the rabbit's agility and intelligence. Frustrated, the owner released a 3rd dog to trap it. But this rabbit wasn't done yet. It turned up the heat, dashing ahead at lightning speed and leaving 1 dog far behind. When the other dogs came close, it effortlessly used its drifting skill to escape once again. For context, wild rabbits can sprint up to 60 to 70 kilometers per hour, a speed almost equal to that of hunting dogs. But with its smaller, more flexible body, this rabbit dodged every attack, leaving the dogs baffled. Despite giving it their all, the 3 dogs were no match for this exceptional rabbit, whose wit and agility far exceeded their limits. So, what do you think? Could another breed of dog catch this genius rabbit? And if it were a cheetah instead, would the rabbit still escape?
A mother moose gave birth to twins by the river, a moment both dangerous and nerve-wracking. Exhausted, she couldn't afford to rest. Her eyes scanned the surroundings, ever vigilant for predators like grizzly bears. The newborn calves had to learn to walk quickly. Every minute they delayed added 60 more seconds of danger. After ensuring safety, the weary mother lay down, waiting patiently for her babies to stand. 10 minutes passed. The elder sibling rose first, struggling to balance but refusing to fall. What a fighter! He glanced at his brother on the ground, as if urging him to rise too. Slowly, he took wobbly steps toward their mother. Meanwhile, the other calf lay motionless. Yet, in this harsh wilderness, the mother moose never gave up. She waited patiently, while the elder sibling stayed close, as if cheering his brother on. Through the rain and until sunset, the moment finally came. The younger calf staggered to his feet. Together, they stood strong, and their mother led them away to safety. Let's wish this brave family a peaceful journey. Unbelievable. 3 lions lay in ambush right in the middle of the path, blending seamlessly with the surroundings. Meanwhile, 4 unsuspecting wildebeests strolled closer, playfully frolicking without a care in the world, utterly oblivious to the danger mere steps away. The lions, cloaked in their perfect camouflage, remained patient. They needed the wildebeests to come even closer to ensure a successful hunt. The carefree wildebeests were seconds away from paying a devastating price for their naivety. Suddenly, one of the lions burst from the grass with a powerful leap, sending the wildebeests scattering in terror. Yet, it was too late for one. Despite its desperate struggle to break free, the lion's grip was unrelenting. As more lions joined the scene, the pinned wildebeest's fate was sealed. There was no escape, no second chance, just the grim reality of nature's unforgiving cycle. Soon, it became the pride's hard-won meal. A crocodile dared to target a litter of newborn puppies. The courageous mother dog fearlessly fought back, engaging in a fierce struggle to protect her babies. Would the puppies be devoured, or could they escape this peril? Let's find out together. Just moments before, the puppies were nestled in their den, eagerly awaiting their mother's return, their tiny bellies rumbling with hunger. The mother dog came back just in time, counted her pups, and, reassured they were all safe, lay down to nurse them. But this tender scene soon turned dangerous. A menacing crocodile, driven by its hunger, crept toward the den. The mother dog, sensing the predator's presence, sprang up to confront it. The crocodile snapped at her snout, escalating the tension. It lunged toward the puppies who, unable to walk yet, were defenseless against the predator. The mother barked and lunged frantically, trying to drive the crocodile away. Just then, a farmer working nearby noticed the commotion. The mother dog howled louder, pleading for help. Without hesitation, the brave farmer grabbed a shovel, pinned the crocodile down, and swiftly rescued the puppies one by one. The situation was dire. If the crocodile broke free, it could attack him. But the farmer focused on saving the pups. When the crocodile thrashed in defiance, the farmer firmly pressed its jaws shut and grabbed its neck, securing the safety of the puppies and their mother. The farmer's bravery saved the day. But now the question lingers. What should be done with this crocodile? Wow! A crocodile barged into a house, only to be chased off by a man wielding a frying pan. In Australia, where crocodiles are everywhere, it's no surprise they often cross fences and invade homes. As bold as their entrance may be, their exits are often much less dignified. This particular crocodile was brazenly wandering through a garden, even attempting to break into the house. But when it encountered the family dog, it panicked and fled in fear. Here, crocodiles roam freely. You might stumble across one on the street, on a golf course, or anywhere there's water. One unlucky crocodile met its match when a man roped its neck and bound its powerful jaws with tape. Despite its furious struggles, it was carried away by professionals, its arrogance stripped away. Here, even the mightiest predator can be humbled. Oh no, the heat was unbearable. The hard-working leopard, feeling parched while working for his boss, decided to take a break and headed to the riverbank. He needed a few liters of water to quench his thirst. But as he drank, a sudden chill ran down his spine. He could feel it. There was something off. The air around him was too still, too cold. It was as if some invisible eyes were watching his every move. This eerie feeling made the leopard uneasy. What was happening? Could something bad be coming his way today? If it were his clueless boss, the one who was too oblivious to care, he wouldn't mind. After all, he was just working for the guy, so there's no way he'd start any trouble. But what if it was that fearsome lion? The alpha of the pride. The one with eyes that could pierce through your soul. That would be bad. Very bad. The thought made the leopard's stomach churn. The reason for his heightened caution? It wasn't just paranoia. It was survival. The leopard had always been a lone wolf, so he was used to keeping an eye out for danger. Every rustle of the leaves, every sound in the air made him alert. His life was always a balancing act, forever walking the line between caution and survival. But after a thorough check of the surroundings, he couldn't find anything out of place. Maybe he was just being overly sensitive, he thought. With a shrug, he went back to drinking, trying to shake off his uneasy feeling. But then, as the water rippled, it hit him. The real danger wasn't behind him. It was in the water. He had let his guard down, and he hadn't noticed the old trickster, the crocodile, lurking in the murky depths. The water was so thick with mud, he couldn't see a thing. The clever predator could be waiting there, hidden, ready to strike. The leopard realized it was time to leave. His instincts told him, escape, don't fight. The wise thing to do was to retreat. Smart move, my friend. Horribly wrong. Trust me, you won't believe how badly it ended for the poor creature caught by the lions. In its hunger, the crocodile launched a sneaky attack. Hiding in the water, it terrorized the antelopes, who lived in constant fear. But when the crocodile tried to ambush one, the antelope narrowly escaped. Undeterred, the crocodile turned its attention to a nearby water buffalo. But the buffalo's speed was beyond belief, and the crocodile missed completely. Failing twice, it targeted a leopard, still recovering from its last humiliation. Little did the leopard know, it would fall prey to the crocodile. But then the crocodile made a grave mistake. It targeted a lion on land. The lions weren't about to tolerate its bad behavior. A pride of 10 lionesses cornered and beat the crocodile senseless. Stunned and defeated, the crocodile learned a hard lesson. It would never dare ambush again. A massive yellow eel with a full back pattern and a leopard are locked in a life-or-death battle. The leopard is being strangled mercilessly by the eel. If it suffocates, it will surely be swallowed whole. Mind you, this yellow eel is strong enough to strangle a tiger to death. Will the eel devour the leopard, or will the leopard turn the tide? Let's find out. Earlier, the leopard stumbled upon this thick and powerful eel. Without hesitation, the eel attacked first, aiming to make the leopard its prey. After being bitten, the leopard quickly pinned the eel, but the eel countered with its deadly death coil, wrapping tightly around the leopard. Panicked, the leopard leapt and flipped to break free. The eel retreated into the grass, plotting a sneak attack. When the leopard pounced, the eel bit its nose, infuriating the leopard. In a rage, the leopard unleashed a flurry of feline punches, leaving the eel helpless. What tigers couldn't do, this leopard managed. It completely overpowered the mighty eel. Whoa! Do you even realize how powerful a tiger truly is? This is the claw of a beast. Once enraged, the hidden barbs within spring into action in an instant. But the king of beasts is far more than just claws. Its razor-sharp fangs and spiked tongue are weapons of terror. Even a 1,000-pound wild buffalo, nearly invincible in the wild, stands no chance once a tiger sets its sights on it. One strike, just one, and the battle is over. A tiger dominates land, water, and even the trees. Swimming, as effortless as a crocodile. Climbing, it scales towering trees in a flash, leaping meters high to snatch prey even in midair. With these abilities, the tiger becomes the ultimate ambush predator, effortlessly taking down tree-climbing prey and even massive wild boars. When hunger strikes, nothing escapes. So tell me, if a tiger and a lion were to clash, who do you think would reign supreme? Damn! The mighty eagle swooped down in a perfect slide, pinning a poor little peng-peng to the ground. What rotten luck! Who would have thought he'd get taken down by something falling from the sky? Peng-peng wasn't ready to go just yet. He had dreams, a future to inherit. His slicked-back feathers were just starting to grow in, and now this eagle had ruined everything. He thrashed, he fought, he refused to accept his fate. But the eagle, it had no plans to let go. A crunchy little peng-peng like this, a rare jackpot. Normally, the big peng-pengs were around to protect him, and his speed made him hard to catch. But today, no matter what, it was taking him. Ah! The seal mother just gave birth to her baby seal, but the little one is limp and weak. If the scent of the birth attracts a polar bear, baby will be in grave danger. We all know that many animals must learn to stand and walk right after birth to survive, but the little seal is trembling on the ground. The mother is frantic, her heart racing with worry. She gently taps her precious newborn as if urging the baby to be strong. Her encouragement works. Slowly, the little one starts to move, reaching out for her in sweet affection. Seeing this, the mother's heart finally eases. Then something incredible happens. A ground bird, attracted by the scent of birth, approaches the baby seal, eyeing it hungrily. But when the mother looks back, she sees that it's only a bird, cleaning up the area. With the warmth and the drying sun, the little seal is safe to survive this early challenge. This arrogant wolf is being chased by the herders, who won't stop until they crush it to death to ease their seething rage. You can't imagine how brutal the wolf's fate will be. Just days ago, while herders were grazing in the mountains, a wolf stormed into the pasture and savagely killed a goat on the spot. Luckily, the herders had set up cameras that captured the entire scene. When they returned home, the wolf escaped from the pasture, only to invade another grazing area. The herders hoped it would flee, but instead, the wolf boldly attacked a yak. Furious, they sped toward it in their truck, but it was too late. The yak lay lifeless. The wolf retreated, planning to return later to drag its prey away. Determined to end this, the herders unleashed Tibetan mastiffs from their vehicle. As more dogs joined the hunt, the wolf was cornered, its escape impossible. To warn other wolves, the herders hung its lifeless body at the pasture gate. Do you know what this symbolizes? What a sight to behold! The Lion King strides out to patrol the vast savanna, every step oozing dominance, his swagger unmatched. He moves deeper into the grasslands, radiating an aura so commanding it's impossible to ignore. This isn't just any lion, it's the lion, the undisputed king whose very presence screams power. As he reaches a secluded valley, his sharp eyes catch sight of a large herd of wildebeests. A feast waiting to happen. The mighty lion doesn't waste a second. Without hesitation, he charges down the valley toward the unsuspecting herd. The wildebeests, sensing imminent danger, erupt into chaos. Their instincts take over, and they scatter in a desperate attempt to escape. But the terrain works against them. The valley's crowded, the path's uphill, and panic slows many of them. That split-second delay is all the lion needs. He barrels into the herd, and as expected, it doesn't take long before one unlucky wildebeest falls victim to his powerful grasp. The lion's prowess is undeniable. One strike, one capture. His title as the king of the savannah is no exaggeration. The wildebeest struggles, but it's futile. Pinned to the ground, it's completely at the mercy of the lion. The king tightens his grip on its throat, leaving the poor creature gasping for air. Its silent pleas for mercy fall on deaf ears. The lion isn't here for negotiations. Some might wonder if the wildebeest has any chance of survival. Could it make an impossible escape? Sacrifice something to save itself? But no, the wildebeest won't give up so easily. Even in its final moments, it chooses pride over surrender. And so, the lion continues, unrelenting, as the savannah watches this grim but majestic display of nature's raw, untamed power. A newborn creature, barely clinging to life, was impaled by a tree branch, its tiny body suspended in midair. What kind of creature could it be? The outcome left witnesses utterly stunned. A kind-hearted couple stumbled upon the scene and saw a glimmer of hope in the little creature's fragile life. They immediately climbed atop their off-road vehicle, carefully wrapped the small being in a soft towel, and delicately removed the sharp branch. One can only imagine the excruciating pain it endured. After a tremendous effort, the man managed to free the tiny creature, but could it survive? Wasting no time, the couple brought it home and gently fed it milk with a syringe. The starving little one hungrily gulped it down. Day by day, it grew stronger, until its true identity was revealed, a radiant, golden squirrel. Far from being afraid, the little squirrel saw the man as its mother, and he, in turn, held it lovingly, even kissing it. Seeing such a beautiful creature, I can't help but wonder, should I raise one too? What do you think? A crocodile opens its massive jaws and gently picks up a freshly hatched baby crocodile, struggling fiercely to break free. One by one, the mother crocodile gathers her tiny hatchlings into her mouth, ensuring their safety. After over 2 months of guarding her eggs, the mother croc finally sees her young emerge. Their nest, precariously close to the riverbank, leaves them exposed to lurking dangers. Without hesitation, she rushes toward the water, cradling her babies in her mouth. Reaching the safety of the river, she carefully releases them into the water. One hatchling, still tangled in its eggshell, wriggles free and instinctively begins to swim. But danger looms. A honey badger approaches the nest. Ruthlessly, it claws open an unhatched egg and devours it. Before the mother crocodile can return, the relentless predator snatches one of her young, showing that even crocodiles are not exempt from the harsh realities of nature. This unlucky lion was having the worst day imaginable. After bringing down a buffalo, it was immediately ambushed by the herd, with 2 bulls launching it into the air with their sharp horns. Injured and dazed, the lion barely managed to escape. Another lion, resting innocently in the grass, wasn't spared either. A furious buffalo spotted it, and despite attempting to flee, it was too late. The enraged buffalo charged, tossing the lion high into the air. The poor feline slinked away, battered and too scared to retaliate. Nearby, another lion lay battered and broken after a relentless assault from the herd. What began as a simple hunt for a meal turned into a nightmare. The buffaloes, sensing victory, encircled the lion, taking turns to attack with their deadly horns. One buffalo hurled the lion skyward while another closed in, forcing it to retreat under a tree for safety. But the herd refused to relent, continuing their relentless charge. United and unyielding, the buffaloes proved a force the lion couldn't handle. Had it not escaped to higher ground, the consequences would have been far more dire. A herd of wild boars tried to break into a farm to steal food, but the sturdy wire fence blocked their way. For over half an hour, they lingered, hungry and relentless. Wild boars often raid farms in this area, forcing farmers to spend heavily on strong fences for protection. Frustrated, the boars crossed the road, seeking another farm to target. If they had succeeded, months of the farmer's hard work would have been ruined. These boars, though pigs, are clever. They backed up, gathered speed, and charged at the fence with full force, but it held firm. Unable to break through, the boars moved on, their destructive power ready to strike elsewhere.